everyone. Welcome back to Coffee Talk with me, Paige, your host. And I have with me a good friend and a female chef, which is very rare, I guess you could say, in the culinary world. And I will let her introduce herself.
Hi, everyone. I am sous chef Jillian Bain here at the Oaks with Paige for Coffee Talk.
Yeah, and she's been with us for what, now a year, chef? Over a year.
A little over a year.
That's crazy to think about.
Yeah, it feels like forever.
So we are just going to go back and forth with some fun questions. And I'm going to start us off. Let's see here. What is your biggest culinary pet peeve?
I'd say a dirty kitchen and a messy work area.
Okay.
If it's cluttery, it kind of gives me anxiety because I feel like you're not sure what you got going on. But yeah, dirty, messy kitchen and workspace. So
do you think like you want people to clean up as they go?
Yeah.
I'm bad about that. Last night I was making food and when I was done, the whole kitchen was just like everywhere. It was bad. No. Well, I'm better about it at work because I know I'm sharing a workspace with other people, right. But at home, not as good.
No, yeah, I can cook, clean, have everything put away so fast at home.
Oh, I'm gonna hire you.
Paige, is there a difference between a dietitian and a nutritionist?
There is. So a dietitian, we go through about 5 years of school. So it's 4 years of undergrad and then a year of internship, which is about like anywhere from a minimum of 1,200 hours up to, I believe mine was like 1,500 hours. And then you have to sit for your boards and then you have to do continuing education every 5 years to be certified, and you have to renew your license every year in whatever state that you're in. Some states, I believe Michigan is one of them, they don't require licensure. Ohio is one that does. So to legally practice as a dietitian, you have to do all of those things. Anyone can call themselves a nutritionist. So you can call yourself a nutritionist. John behind the camera can call himself a nutritionist. The word itself really doesn't have any credentials to it. So I always tell everyone, if you're looking for information online, make sure that it's from a registered dietitian, not a nutritionist, because anyone can be telling you anything. But hopefully a dietitian would at least be giving you sound information because they have the education.
Right. Now, can you go anywhere to any state with your dietitian, or do you have to re-practice because you're in a new state?
So as an RD, I can practice anywhere. But if I wanted to practice in, say, Indiana, I would have to get an Indiana license too, which really is just all you do is submit that all of your information that you have, your credentials, and then I believe they do a background check and something else, and then you're licensed in that state, and you have to pay like, I think Ohio's $250 or something like that. And then depends on there, but like say I wanted to go practice in Michigan, I don't believe I would need a license because they don't require licensure in their state. So it really just depends, but I know some people who kind of live on the cusp of multiple states get their license in multiple months. So it makes sense, especially if you're going to travel.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Cool.
Okay. So how do you take care of cast iron pans? Like how often should you season them? All of that kind of stuff.
If they're rusty, then you should definitely bring them back to life by cooking the crap out of them. You just get them on a really, really, really high heats. Then you rub some oil in them. Not a lot, just to coat them to bring that seasoning back.
Just like regular canola?
Yeah, you can use canola oil, olive oil, vegetable oil. Either one of those oils really work. And I do mine probably every 2 days, not very often. So, because I don't wash it.
Okay, so you aren't supposed to wash a cast iron?
No, I don't. You're not supposed to use soap and water. You can just rinse it out, but no soap.
Good to know. Will the soap like make it taste like soap?
No, it can kind of like have an effect on the seasoning process of the cast iron, and it can help rust.
Good to know. Because I remember growing up, you know, I had to help do dishes, and my mom was always like, "Don't put soap on it." And yeah. She always told me that it would make it taste like soap. And I think she just did that to like
maybe I never heard that, but who knows? Like, maybe
just a scare tactic. So
moms
I did the
know
dishes
a lot,
right.
So she could be right.
They know all the secret hacks.
Right. How much fiber should we eat per day? Is there a standard amount?
So it's generally recommended 25 to 30 grams a day. And And most of us, especially here in America, we do not get near that, and people don't realize that. So the best source is to just eat more fruits and vegetables. They're good sources of fiber. And they will help keep you regulated, which is really important. As much as people don't like to talk about it, as a dietitian, that's a huge thing that we have to talk about. So it's really important for your digestive system. It can help stabilize blood sugars. And I always tell everyone, if you're really worried about not getting enough, just try to add fruits and veggies. But if that's still not enough, then I would go for like a fiber bar or kind of like drinking some prune juice, something like that, because you want to get it from a source that's going to give you more than just fiber. So, right, you're getting vitamins, minerals, all kinds of nutrients from fruits and veggies. But if you're just going to go eat a chocolate granola bar that has added fiber, is that really, you know, that beneficial? So,
Right.
So yeah, we tend to underconsume it. All right. What is your favorite ingredient to work with?
I think my favorite ingredient is fresh ingredients, because I like all types of food, so I don't really have a specific favorite. Just anything that's fresh and I know where the source came from is pretty much what I like. So.
Do you like to go to local farmers markets and get stuff?
Yeah, the Erie Street Farmer Market, and then we got a couple in Bedford I like to go to. So.
I've never been to those ones. I've been to the one here in town, because you've been there for the teaching kitchen.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, and I think it is so different when you know exactly where it's coming from. And growing up working on a strawberry and sweet corn farm, and something about just literally getting it fresh from the field is so cool. It's so much cooler, I think, than going to the store.
Satisfying, just knowing you're helping the locals and you know where it's coming from, what they're putting into it. It's good.
Right. All right.
Is it bad to eat fruit because of the sugars in it?
Ooh, so I get asked that a lot. A huge thing that people have started avoiding in general is carbs. There's a huge fear of carbohydrates out there. But the other thing is that they don't want to eat fruit. And it's because it has carbs in it. And you hear often, you know, well, fruit has sugar, you shouldn't eat that much sugar. Well, no, that's not the case. Especially berries are so high in antioxidants that are so good for you that I would recommend eating, you know, plenty of them. It's not going to hurt you. It's the sugar that comes from candy bars and processed foods that is just kind of giving you empty calories with no nutrition to it. So unless you're someone who's diabetic who has to strictly count carbs, then you would want to watch your fruit intake just so your blood sugar levels don't go crazy. But other than that, no.
I can go home and eat a pint of strawberries and not feel bad.
Yeah, go home and eat your strawberries. I could easily do that. I sit there and I eat so many strawberries.
Yeah, I think I just ate 2 pints of raspberries the other day.
Oh my gosh, so addicting, especially this time of year. Okay. What are your favorite type of pans to work with? Like, is there a specific brand or type, anything like that?
I like cast iron, and we use Teflon at home. It was made out here in Ohio. There's a warehouse down Route 25. And I like them. They're nonstick, but you can also put them in the oven. So, yeah.
I don't think I've ever had a pan other than like cast iron kind, you know.
That you could put in the oven.
Yeah. So do you know what Teflon's made of?
I don't.
I'm going to have to look into that because you hear of like Teflon. And Teflon is a huge controversy, especially when I lived in West Virginia because of like the history of Teflon, and that's where it was created and all kinds of stuff. So I know people get really picky about their pans. So I'm going to look into that because I do need a new set of pans. But I also want to wait till I get a new stove because I swear my stove just ruins everything. All right, your turn.
What would your job be if you weren't a dietitian?
Ooh, so I said this earlier. Jared asked me this too. So if it was completely unrelated to food, like I grew up in agriculture, so I've thought about like journalism with agriculture and nutrition, but that's kind of nutrition based. But a teacher. So before I went into dietetics, when I was little, I wanted to be a veterinarian. Then I realized that is not what I want to do, even though I love animals and I talk about my dog all the time. I think I was saying a teacher of either English or biology. I love to read. but I'm not good on the English part. So I told Jared I probably shouldn't teach kids how to like properly use pronoun, like all that kind of stuff. I stink at that. I'm sure it'd be okay if I went to school for it. But biology, I think science is so cool. There's so much to learn from it, and I just think it's such a cool topic that a lot of people can get interested in. So I'd want to teach probably high school biology.
Yikes.
So
I liked biology. I just was not good at it.
Yeah. And then my end goal, like down the road, that's somewhat nutrition related, is I'm working towards getting my instructor degree to teach yoga. So I'd like to have a combined yoga nutrition business where I teach yoga, but then I also do counseling on the side of nutrition.
Oh, cool.
So yeah. All right. Let's see here. I think this is my last one. What is your favorite go-to lazy meal? Like if you don't want to cook, what is your favorite thing to eat?
Chicken wings from Hooters, Daytona style, all flats.
What does all flats mean?
All flats.
Like they're flat wings?
Yeah, they're not the drumstick, where it's the two bones and not the one.
I've never heard it called that.
Really?
Maybe I just don't order chicken wings enough. Maybe I need to go order more chicken wings. Oh, man.
Yeah, I don't know. There's like a controversy versus drumsticks and flats, and give me all the flats.
I don't think I would want drumsticks.
I don't.
Are they way messier?
No, it's just like when you get to that top part of the chunk, I don't know. I don't like to eat
We're
it.
going to have to take a road trip and go get some chicken wings soon. Oh,
Yes.
man. All right. You have one more question?
Yeah. What is your favorite dessert?
I love dessert. I always go back and forth. I like fruit desserts. Like I love lemon cheesecake with raspberries. But I also really love chocolate. So like a chocolate cupcake with a chocolate frosting, like chocolate drizzle and, chocolate, just give me all the chocolate.
Okay.
And I'll be good to go. What about you?
Almost the same. My mom makes a really nostalgic dessert. It's just a peanut butter crust, peanuts crust, vanilla pudding, chocolate pudding, Cool Whip.
Ooh, sometimes those are the best. And you
Yeah,
don't
just
even
to,
know the names for them, but you're like, it's a family recipe.
Yeah, whatever
And-
she does, it's just good.
Right, like my grandma always makes this banana salad, and they call it the Bibbler banana salad because it's on the Bibbler side of the family, and no one else I know has ever had this. But it's like, it is not a family reunion if we don't have that banana salad. Like,
Never
we
heard
have
of
to
a
have
banana
it.
salad. It kind of turns me away.
I know, it sounds weird, but it has like caramel and peanuts and stuff. Like,
Interesting.
I'm just gonna have to make it sometime. I'm going to see my grandma tonight. I'll get the recipe and be like, I'm not gonna just close your eyes, try it, and then you'll be like, wow, my life is forever changed.
Okay, well, I do want my life to change. So.
It all starts with banana salad.
Cool.
All right. Well, that concludes our coffee talk here with Chef Jill. And we will be back for more episodes in the future. If you have any questions you would like us to answer, we would be more than happy to talk about them on our next show. So feel free to comment them, email them, and we'll see you back.